Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes. Taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Tar Heels will put total render to crank us up. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Canes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got it down the middle.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Got a man. It's Williamson. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, you saw this guy in all the highlights after that 4-sack performance his last time out. He's not resting on his laurels. He's hungry for more. Registers his first sack of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Gets it out fast. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
From the gun, running back on the move. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air. It's done. Hauls it in. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that. He airmails his receiver out of bounds. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at 3. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's done. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, North Carolina. On to attempt to try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Out of bounds at the 34, a productive job by the return team. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To the ground with the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete to the left. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Dropping back, it's done. Looking down the middle. Working that left side. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, UNC! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
You can run the football effective and then bootleg off of it. You get the running game and everybody biting up on it, and then all of a sudden the quarterback bootlegs out to the right. I tell you what, the defense did a really good job, though, staying with it, taking away the deep pass, and coming up and holding this to a minimal gain.
At the 45 on his way. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Canes in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list, making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Softened him up with the run, now to throw. Quickly complete. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. That's 20. He's got space. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And the Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Terrell. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Texas is in front. They've played awfully well today in DKR. And while there's no Ricky Williams or Earl Campbell out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 10 over Florida State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Scanning the field, it's done. Quick strike complete. And they'll stop him just short. first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
And the Tar Heels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Tar Heels are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw for it. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. When I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's done. Fires to the right. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Rides to the back. Makes it past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. And that is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Traylor. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's done. Forced out of the pocket. Gonna try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Slings it downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Snagged in the middle. It's Terrell. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more...
Turning it on! Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Tar Heels are on the move.
Let's go!
Looking to throw, it's done. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Wants to keep it in the air. Touchdown, Tar Heel! Quick strike through the air for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 7 over LSU. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. From the gun. Give on the inside. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, I am a... play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They want to throw it. And that one's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's done. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country, and that time making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, North Carolina!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll move the tight end. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
From the gun, the running back has it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Using the quick game. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pucks it out of the air. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Hurricanes headed quickly to the line.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be...
Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. It's complete on the right side. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Hurricanes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To throw, it's done. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. Knocked off his feet. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out quickly. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Miami! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
He's looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. No good on the two-point conversion. They tried to stretch his lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to into the secondary on the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Looking to throw, it's done. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. So the 4th down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Looking to throw, it's done. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, UNC! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
29 Philly.
A design run for the quarterback. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Takes his shot. Got his man on the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tar Heel. The defense takes matters into its own hands. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Go defense, one stop.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Finds his tight end. On the move at the 30. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
To the air on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.